Hi, I'm Dr. Susan Kabashigala, and I am an instructor here in the Masters of Arts in Teaching English to Speaker of Other Languages program at Marlborough College. We are in Marlborough, Vermont, and I want to introduce two of our graduate students who are here with us, Kate and Alex. And so do you guys want to introduce yourselves first?
Sure. My name is Alexandra Rutan, and I served in the Peace Corps 2 years ago, and I am here now.
And where were you in the Peace Corps?
I was in Ethiopia.
Okay, nice. What city or town?
It's a little tiny town called Sheno.
Mm-hmm.
It's about an hour outside of the capital.
Okay, great. And Kate?
My name is Kate Harris. I am from the DC area, and I'm here at Marlborough with the English for Refugees Fellowship.
Yes, thank you. And I'm glad you brought that up. Kate is an English for Refugees fellow, and Alex, you are a Coverdell fellow.
Yes.
Via the Peace Corps.
Yes.
Great. So I wanted to ask the both of you, can you tell me your experience working with refugees?
So before coming to Marlborough, I lived in Lebanon in 2016. I was working with a small NGO in the northern part of the country near the Syrian border with Syrian refugee students, both children and adults, teaching them English.
And what drew you there?
Many things, mostly just watching over the years the Syrian crisis unfold and really wanting to do something, even something small to help in some way. I thought teaching would be a good way to do that.
Mm-hmm. As for me, my experience with refugees was not deliberate. During my time in Ethiopia, political upheaval started occurring, and so I didn't have foreign refugees as students, but I had Ethiopian refugees as students coming from different regions into my second year of teaching, and they just kind of incorporated themselves into my classroom, and they may not have spoken the language I spoke in Ethiopia or English, and so it was another element to the large classroom that I had to be flexible with.
Can you also tell us how the work that you did with refugees impacted the work that you do here at Marlborough?
I think that, it's such a complex line of work working with refugees, and I think the biggest part is just taking the time to tell stories and listen to stories. It's something I learned in the Peace Corps, but also something that has been so integral in our curriculum here. It's applying what we know in our fields and then bringing it here and applying it to the theories and the practices and seeing how those can grow out of peer teaching and so many elements of this program.
And Kate?
I think for me it was this experience in Lebanon that first drew me to Marlborough. I was so interested in working with refugees, and I found the English for Refugees program, so it was a perfect fit for me. I think I've been reflecting on my time in Lebanon so much this summer at Marlborough, and how certain things and elements of my teaching, certain things I've learned here can be used going forward in working with refugees. Things like being aware of trauma-informed curriculum, and as Alex mentioned, bearing witness to stories. So much of working with refugees is just listening, and listening to experiences.
Sounds like a lot of work in compassion and empathy with the students that you work with.
Absolutely.
So my next question is, what would you tell the person who's considering coming to Marlborough College and also doing a Masters of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages?
I think the experience here at Marlborough is such a personalized, humanistic way of learning. It's so unlike any other learning experience that I've had. I think before Peace Corps, I was in a very, my university was very scientific method, very lecture hall based. And I think just having opportunities to grow and experiment and just explore so many fields within this field of a master's in TESOL, I think is just so amazing that we have these opportunities. And so I think that if you are considering going into teaching English, or if you're enamored with the idea of travel and community and building a network that you can draw on for the rest of your life, I think this program is a good choice.
Oh, great. And Kate, what would you say?
I agree with everything Alex just said.
Uh-huh.
I also want to add that something specifically special about Marlborough that might appeal to someone is the whole concept of reflective practice we do here. So much, I feel, in my education before Marlborough was just, we did it and then forgot about it. But with Marlborough, we do things, we learn things, and then we reflect on what happened in this process, how we learned. And so we are learning, continue to learn about the process itself of learning, of teaching. And the community here is so special, the community of teachers, the community of students. It is really a great place to grow as an individual, but then grow in a community as well.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your words and for your encouragement to people who are thinking about Marlborough. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.